this screen, and this screen is called your My Home tab or My Home screen, okay? In this screen, we have the option of creating new parts, drawings, or even opening drawings or parts or assemblies or presentations. Those are all different types of Inventor files that exist. We are going to start by just simply exploring this command right here in the upper left-hand corner, which is our new command. If you click that button, and feel free to click it on your own machine so that you can see what is shown in that window, a Create New File window opens. In this file window, we have the option of opening a variety of different types of Inventor files. On the worksheet activity, you will see 3 of those files listed. The first being a part file, okay? All part files have a suffix of .ipt. That's a file extension of .ipt. All assembly files have an extension of .iam. You guys should be recording this on your sheet. And your drawing files will have an extension or a suffix of .idw. Now, all of those different Inventor files serve different purposes. For instance, you are going to create each one of your puzzle parts in a .ipt file, the part file, okay? That will create 5 individual .ipt files for all 5 of your puzzle parts, all right? The .iam file is an assembly file that will bring all of these parts together to assemble into one puzzle cube. And your drawing file, remember all the multi-view drawings that you guys have been working on by hand? Well, Inventor can do those drawings in about 1 minute, okay? And you will be doing multi-view drawings in the .idw file, all right? So, those are all the different files that we will most immediately be working in, but there are some additional that we'll work in a little later. Yes, correct. Not right this second. We're going to keep on going. I need you to stay with me, Trey. There's a very good resource in Canvas that's available to you to go over all these things if you miss something that I have said, okay? All right, so we've just talked about our part files that end in .ipt, assembly that end in .iam, and drawing that end in .idw. And we'll be talking more extensively about all of those files a bit later. All right, so now let's take a look at a given window in Inventor. I'm going to open up an existing part. This is a part from our Automoblocks vehicle. And this particular part is shown here in this window. And this window is called a graphics window. Okay? This is a graphics window. Something that should kind of look familiar to you would be this ribbon that extends all the way across the top of this Inventor window. And within this Inventor window, we have lots of different commands. Now, our ribbon is divided up into multiple tabs. If we go along the top, this first tab is a 3D model tab, then a sketch tab, inspect, tools, cam, manage, and so on and so forth. Hopefully you saw that every time I click on a new tab, what happens to my ribbon? It changes. Thanks, Cameron. The ribbon changes. So in every single tab, we have different Inventor commands. that we will work on, okay? In addition to all of the commands that are listed here, we also have a quick access bar that gives us some very common functions that we will use when working in Inventor, like opening a new part file, opening an existing file, saving, undo. That's a button that everybody should be very familiar with, or redo, or returning your part to a home position, which we'll talk more about, navigating our actual part. These are all functions that are part of our quick access toolbar. This large I that sits here in the upper left-hand corner is our Inventor Applications button. This Applications button gives us access to a lot of the things that we can also find on our quick access toolbar, such as opening a new file or creating a new file, opening an existing file, save as, export. This will be something you will do as you save your Inventor files as PDF files for me to grade. And we'll talk about some of these other ones a little later as they're needed. Okay? Another aspect of this window that I like to bring your attention to is this area here. Okay? On the far left-hand side of our graphics window. This is our browser. Okay? In our browser, we keep track of everything that we do in Inventor. Every function or command that we use is recorded in our browser window. It is a very important part of the window. Within each one of these commands, sometimes we have additional information that we can access simply by expanding the plus button. And in doing that, you will see more information embedded within each of those commands. I'm going to stop there, all right? And we are going to fill out some of the questions or answers in our activity. So, the very first open space on the activity is asking, what do we call this stretch of information with all of these various commands? Vashan, what do we call all of the commands going across the top, that entire stretch? The ribbon. All right? Very good. What do we call this bar at the very top that has some commands that we will use frequently, such as creating a new part, opening an existing part, saving, undoing, redoing? Awesome. Eleazar?
The application window?
Not the application window. It
Application
contains
button.
many of the same commands as the application button. Does anybody recall what that is? You call that? Our quick access toolbar. Our quick access toolbar. Yes. Yes. Eleazar, what do we call this button? Do you remember?
Yeah, the application button.
That is our application button. That is our button where we can access commands to open or create a new file.
We're good. I think we've gotten enough.